What's up,
What's up, everybody? And welcome
To
to
the
Sofa
Sofa
Spouses.
Spouses.
So, today we're going to be going over the, fifth episode?
Number 5
of WandaVision.
Getting closer and closer to the grand finale.
Ooh, how many episodes were supposed to be?
9.
9 episodes. Woo, 3 episodes left. So, yeah.
Well, no.
6, 7, oh yeah, 4 episodes, sorry.
4.
My bad, I can do maths. So,
and I'm the one that's supposed to have the math.
Anyway, okay.
Actually, it's 3, 7, 8, 9.
Next episode is 6. 4
Okay.
episodes. So,
yeah. 4.
Anyway,
He's right. See, I can't do math either. But I still got it before him, even though I have the math disability.
Anyway, yeah. So first thing we're gonna really get into this, and it's going to be spoiler. This is a spoiler review. We're gonna do our non-spoiler review.
So don't watch this before you watch it.
Yes, don't watch this before you watch the episode.
It is no fun
and it
to
is,
be spoiled.
There's some pretty doozy
it's not fun to be spoiled for anything.
It's not fun to be spoiled for anything, but
for this show.
Especially for the show. And not that, there's pretty hefty doozy spoilers in this episode. Yeah. So please go watch the episode before you watch this. Or you can check out our non-spoiler review of it. So, anyway, so, without further ado, let's get this going.
Another
very excellent episode.
TV trope title.
Yes. What was it again? It was,
And now a very special episode.
It's so
and it
good.
is quite the special episode, and they do deal with that trope of the special episode.
Yes,
with the twins.
They do. It was very good.
We get to see the twins as little boys.
Yes, we do.
10 years old.
Yes, and they grow very quickly. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So it makes me kind of wonder are the boys actually there? Are they actually children that she's brought into the world, and that they have the same powers that she has, and they're able to manipulate themselves? Or is she hallucinating? Or is she
I don't think she's
bringing them into reality by her powers?
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting.
Actually, I think, like Monica was saying, I think that the twins are probably one of the very few things that are
real.
Truly real.
So it's very possible.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's cute.
Yes,
they're cute. Good little actors for what they did. I won't go too much into the how they do the spoiler episode, because it kind of spoils a bigger part of the story. And we don't want to be like super spoiler in this.
No. But anyway, but that very beginning of the episode, though, already throws you for a whack. Before they even get into like the intro song or anything at all.
Yeah, exactly.
In the recap section, they get to the point where they're showing Vision coming back in, the zombie Vision of zombie Vision coming back into the house and asking Wanda where is it Geraldine?
Yeah, but really Monica.
Yeah, Monica, where she was.
Her character in the show was Geraldine.
Instead of saying that she had to rush home, she says she didn't belong.
Yeah,
which was different from the previous episode.
She had to rush home.
I was like,
is what she says in the actual scene.
And so now they're really they're really throwing your mind for a loop in this. Like, I'm like,
yeah,
that was different.
because they're like saying that that's what she actually said.
So this is weird.
But
anyway,
what Vision heard was, and in the TV world
it's so
she said she had to rush home.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird, but
which would be a funny sitcom thing.
It would be
if she just had a baby like that, and the person who was helping her just went goodbye. I'm gone.
Yeah.
So but it's really, really, really interesting. I can't really get over how this show is just I honestly, I was just telling Gabe after we watched it, I honestly didn't expect the show to be this good. I expected it to be good because of Marvel.
Yeah.
And because it was going to be something new and interesting. Elizabeth Olsen is an excellent actress. And you could tell they got a lot of good actors in this show just by the trailers, even. Like, the one who plays Agnes is amazing.
She does a very good job.
And Paul Bentley, of course, is a very good actor. Yeah. But I honestly didn't expect it to be this good.
Yes. I didn't expect it to be this good, too. So,
But
anyway, something that we did want to bring up after that was the awesome 80s intro.
Growing Pains was so in there. If you've ever watched Growing Pains, which ironically is kind of a funny little connection to Fuller House, or Fuller/Full House. Some of this new generation, I'm getting old, may just know it from Fuller House. So if you watch Fuller House, watch Full House first.
Yes, you'll get a lot of the jokes better.
Yes, and it's the OG.
But we also we're thinking that there might.
Let me finish my sentence.
Yes. Okay.
The girl who plays DJ, Candace Cameron Bure, in that show, her brother Kurt Cameron was the star.
Right.
Of one of the stars of Growing Pains. He played the oldest son, and if you've ever seen that, I wish we could put like a little video of it here and compare, because it's different in some ways, but that's exactly their main idea that they got. Main inspiration for maybe a little bit of Family Ties. Yeah. I haven't watched a whole lot of Family Ties, but I know they kind of. I think the painting part at the beginning, because they show him paint it, start painting the picture. I think that's from Family Ties.
Maybe
the old show, which made Michael J. Fox a household name.
Maybe.
Before Back to the Future made him a truly household mega star.
Yeah.
But and just at the end of that little intro is the possible nod to Full House they're talking about.
Yes, with the
they show them
with the was it the
gazebo, and they're sitting on a picnic blanket.
Yeah, and a picnic blanket
as a family, because that's how they end the music.
It's just like
Fuller,
with Full House.
And I think Fuller House, they kind of do that too. If I remember, it's been a while since I've watched the Fuller House intro. They show them kind of have a picnic in front of their San Francisco house.
Yep.
Of course, this is supposed to be New Jersey. And they did a really good job writing the typical 80s intro theme song to it. And the costumes are great. I hope there's a little bit more of a nod to Fuller House. I think there's going to be more of a obvious nod for her to mention it. I still haven't watched that video, so I don't spoil it, because I want to be surprised by it. So I'm thinking there's going to be a more like truly direct nod to it for her to mention it like that. I don't think she would just mention that if it was just that little thing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a combo of that, but that was definitely a nod because Full House, even though it was probably considered more of a 90s show a lot of the times, it did start in the late 80s.
Yeah.
Um so yeah, that was a definite nod. Cuz I think that's really the only show in the 80s that really did that. At the end of their thing.
Yeah, I think so.
So,
but after the intro, we get a little bit more of real life with showing Monica's rehab after getting thrown like 60 miles out of town.
and she's like, "I gotta get going," and they're like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah, and they want to. They're trying to take an X-ray of her, and it's comes
like,
up blank.
Yeah, except for like this little red
This little
spot.
like red spot, but I think
the
it's a
nurse
little
is like, "I'm gonna
theory.
have to do more blood work," and she's like, "No, I'm done with
I'm
this."
done. I'm out of here. And she's like, I think the reason that is because she's photon.
And then
Can't take a picture of her.
Yeah, they have it. Her eyes, like in the if you saw the trailers for the show, and
her eyes kind of light
her
up.
lights up when she gets thrown back. Now we know how that happens. Thrown back and lies on the grass. Her eyes light up, and the FBI guy, what's Jimmy Woo or
Jimmy Wong? No, it's Woo, I think.
Yeah, goes. She's like that, so I think he knows exactly why she's not showing up on the X-ray.
Possibly.
Yeah, because it was very kind of interesting that he made that comment.
That was very interesting.
Yeah. He might have been just referring to her attitude, though. Because she just like took the new clothes they gave her, and Darcy comes in. I think it was Darcy that said, pants are an accessory. Or we have a meeting and pants are a required accessory or something.
Something like that.
And so she just takes the clothes, goes behind the curtain, changing, and the nurse just walks. So she's hiding something.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna see her in her suit because, like I said, I think in that poster I was talking about in the last video, it shows her when they get on the one with her. It shows her suit.
Yeah.
So interesting. I hope she's gonna be in more of the movies. The other interesting thing about Monica was you could tell she hadn't been very happy with her mother. I don't think. I think they kind of had some arguments because she was like, or no, it wasn't her mother. It was Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel, yeah.
Yeah, but didn't she kind of see her mother too, or something? Because they mentioned Captain. Well, didn't Captain? No, I guess it was Captain Marvel because she said, didn't Captain Marvel? They're talking about Wanda's powers, and how she got them from, what is it, the Mind Stone?
Something like that. And they're talking about how Wanda almost kicked Thanos' butt, and then they said that Captain Marvel almost did that too.
And she's like, we're not talking about her right now. We're talking about Wanda. Very curtly.
very curtly. It seemed very.
I wonder, but I think why I was mentioning the mother is I wonder if she's mad about. I got a feeling she gets her mother involved in something, and that's how
possible.
maybe she got the cancer or whatever.
Could be. We don't know. But anyway,
she's obviously not very happy with her though.
But one of the coolest scenes that we get from this episode, having to do with real life, is the drone scene. It's so good.
Yes.
They figure out how to get a drone into
and her eyes
world.
lighting up red.
Her eyes lighting up red, and
because she's protecting her kids.
Yes, and then she takes the drone and then like comes back out of it and back in her
WandaVision Scarlet Witch outfit. So far, we haven't seen the official Scarlet Witch
costume yet.
I got a feeling if they showed that one though, they might show either that or it's going to show up in Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
in Multiverse of Madness, which she is filming.
Yeah,
at the moment, or getting ready to film.
Yes, but it was so good because she came out and just like threw the drone at their feet and was like, "Is this yours?"
And then she put the gun on the guy because Monica didn't know there was a missile.
There was a missile or a weapon on the drone.
So Monica's like, "I know you trust me," because she sees her and she gets ready to fight again. Like her hand lights up. Yeah. But seeing her eyes light up red, and she has like this 80s hair, and then this 80s, the little, if you've seen the trailers at all, we're in the 80s, so she has that little checkered shirt and the suspenders, and this big 80s red curly hair, and her eyes light up, and it just looks super cool.
Yeah.
It did. Her eyes light up this red. And boy, Elizabeth Olsen, I think she's played her so good as kind of the torn, wanting to do good, but had so much bad stuff happen to her version of Wanda.
Yeah.
That we've seen a lot of, and so. And she's so good at it. I'm like, I don't want her. And I like Scarlet Witch. I've liked her since Ultron.
Yeah.
And I, like I said, I'm going to have to bring my Funko Pop down next time so I can show it to you.
Yeah.
But I bought that at Hot Topic. And not very long after I saw that movie.
Yeah.
I was working very close to our local Hot Topic at the time, and so I would pop in there every once in a while.
Buy something.
Yeah, and so I so it was like I and I lost my train of thought. Oh, but anyway, she is. So I'm kind of like, I don't want her to be the villain.
No, we don't.
But want her to be in this scene, oh my gosh, I think I'm ready for her to play the villain. I almost hope they make her the villain.
It was pretty scary.
Oh my gosh, she is such a good actress.
Yes, she is.
She has set herself up for so much. Yes, she really has. And because she is good, and I think she's actually really getting to shine in this and show what a good actress she is.
Yes.
And I know people make fun of her accent, and people say that her accent wasn't that good in the beginning, and Marvel has kind of tapered it off. But she has said, and I haven't watched this video yet either, that she technically still does have her accent a little bit. And I think she does too. It's just not as strong.
No, it's not.
And if you think about it, we're never given like how many years passed between Ultron and Civil War.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I think for all we know, she's lost it.
Yeah.
And I think maybe, sometimes when people go through pain like she did when she lost her brother, I think a lot of people
do a lot of stuff to try and
forget it.
Yeah, including changing your accent on
purpose.
But
I like that you actually hear a little bit of this in the way she talks sometimes. And in the other episode, we didn't really bring this up in the video. She sings a really good, really pretty what is it? Sokovian lullaby.
Yes.
So
it's very good. But anyway, but this episode really turns up the heat between Vision and Wanda.
Yes, they fly up and they both fly up.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was another moment. Okay, I want her to be the villain too because he goes up because he's mad because he started to figure this out from the beginning of the show. Because he uses first he sees this thing on the computer that they're trying to send a warning. There's all this radiation coming off of what she's doing.
Yep.
And then he starts laughing. Everybody reads it they start reading it out loud.
They start reading
At first, they kind of sound like drones.
Yeah, they're reading it in unison. It's kind of crazy, almost like the Borg. It was kind of creepy.
Not as scary sounding as the Borg.
Not as scary sounding as the Borg, but it was still kind of creepy.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden they start laughing. And he touches the sides of the computer.
And it turns it off.
Yeah.
And then so he does the same thing to one of the guys, and it basically
his coworker
friend wakes him up, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, where am I? What am I doing?
I need my phone. I need to call
my sister."
So it kind of culminates into him coming home and being like, we need to talk. And it was really cool because they start acting like they're ending the show.
Yeah.
Because she's like, I'm going to bed.
I'm going to bed.
And then the credits stop rolling.
It's funny. And they get into an argument, and then they start.
Yeah, and he raises up because he gets really mad. I don't remember what he says. And then she just raises up right to him with her powers. Mm-hmm. And then it's like he's starting to break her a little bit and bring her down. And then something really crazy happens.
We get the reveal of the episode, which was a shocker. We get a knock at the door, and at first Vision thinks that it's Wanda just trying to get out of the argument by having Agnes randomly pop in once again. But this time she's like, I didn't do that. That's not me. And she goes to answer the door. Like, uh-huh.
And then it knocks again.
She goes to answer the door, and lo and behold, it's Quicksilver, her brother. But the weirdest thing is, it's not the actor that played in Ultron.
Yeah,
it's the actor that played in the X-Men movies.
So I don't know what that actor's doing. If I were that other actor from Ultron, I'd be like, I'd
probably be a little bit upset. But there's also the question.
I doubt he's upset.
But I think, and this is a lot of fans are probably thinking this right now. Are they bringing the X-Men into the into the cinematic universe now?
And I know a lot of people have wondered if they're going to keep some of the same actors from the Fox. And this is an actor
from the Fox.
That doesn't mean I don't think they're going to create epic.
Yeah.
Everybody, I really need to catch up on the X-Men movies. So But I'm gonna see what Marvel does because I'm interested to see what they do with it.
But
so I might start with them and then watch.
I need to watch those movies too because I haven't seen. I've seen snippets. I've seen the Quicksilver scenes because those are really cool, and I
I've seen
couldn't not
like
watch
the
those.
original with Hugh Jackman.
Yes, I've watched those ones,
But
but
I haven't. And I've seen Wolverine. I think.
I need to watch the. We need to watch. We
But
need
I
to sit
haven't
down
seen
and
any
watch
of
the
the
newer
future
ones.
past. The one with. But I
Yes,
like to watch all of them because I haven't seen all
yeah,
of them either.
but
And I like Hugh
we'll
Jackman.
definitely have to get into watching those because oh my gosh, they're good. But
Are they really?
from what I understand, they're pretty good. I heard a lot of people say
I
that the
heard
last
Apocalypse wasn't good.
Apocalypse wasn't really that great,
And they messed up with
and I
Phoenix
guess
again.
Dark Phoenix they messed up again,
but
but anyway,
there was a lot with that movie.
yeah,
That
but
went wrong with the Dark Phoenix movie.
but basically this one scene, this very tiny little bitty itty bitty scene, brings in a lot of conflict that they're trying to bring the X-Men into the cinematic universe. Somehow they're and I think and this has kind of been going around in the rumor mill for a long time that they're going to use the multiverse to do so. And
yeah.
it's possible that this scene could have been Wanda subconsciously dragging the multiverse version of Quicksilver out of his multiverse and into their universe.
Who knows?
Because she wanted to bring her brother back.
I thought it was the original actor because there has been a promo where they kind of show a picture of him, and I didn't watch the promo, but and it looked like the same actor, so I thought it was the same actor.
Well, there was
but Gabe was good and was like, "No, it's not."
It was a side by side shot of the original actor from Ultron and the actor from X-Men, and they look very similar, but the one from Ultron has kind of a scruffy face, and the one from X-Men doesn't, and he also has goggles, which the one in Ultron doesn't have goggles.
So that's gonna be interesting. And she also kind of hinted it in before that there might be another person behind it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
she's like,
because she's not. She was completely shocked.
Like, yeah, but even before that, she was like, "It's not all me."
Yeah, it's not all her. It almost seems like she's.
What does she say? She's like, "It's not all me."
Not all me, or something like that. It's not. I'm not controlling it all.
Yeah, something like that.
Or I'm not. She seems like she's. She seems like she's being used almost or controlled almost, and her powers are being used to do something
completely.
But not completely because she obviously likes what's going on. I mean,
yeah, she obviously
it's her dream world basically. She's got she's got vision. She's got kids with vision. She's got a beautiful neighborhood. She's got love. She's got friendly neighbors. She has her brother back now. So obviously, she's in her happy place. And so whatever is going on right now, someone is pulling the strings behind her back and keeping her happy while everyone else is miserable, while he or she or it formulates its plans to try and dominate the multiverse, probably.
I'll tell you, I got a feeling this show. And congratulations to Mandalorian for getting Golden Globe nominated.
Yes. Random.
I'm super excited. Well, you'll see why I said in a minute. Yeah. I'm gonna say, we loved season.
Yes, we loved that show.
Season 2.
We kind of wish we had started doing this earlier so we could have done that. But
we
look forward to Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm. Boba Fett and Mandalorian.
And Mandalorian season 3.
We will definitely be. That is probably the one show that we started before we did this channel that we will do reviews on. Because like we like Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, but the second season did just come out, and it was really good.
Yeah, it was
and
really
we
good.
thought about doing reviews for that, but we're like, well, but Mandalorian, we're definitely season 3, even though we haven't done 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Because
we can always give our thoughts on it. But.
Yeah, and so, but anyway, why I said that, but I was thinking, and it made me think of that. We love Mandalorian season 2. It was so good. It deserves every nomination. I can't remember the exact category right now, but
she just deserves all of it.
Yeah, it's really good. I got a feeling that this show is going to get a lot of Emmys next year, and I hope that Elizabeth Olsen gets a actor's nod.
Yes, that would be cool.
Or Golden Globes, maybe Emmys, Golden Globes,
something.
Yeah, because
something, because they did so good.
Yeah, and she is killing it.
Yes,
because she's really, even though Paul Bentley's with her and all that, she is the main focus of the show, and I can't imagine the pressure she's had on her. Just the fact that she's playing Wanda, a mental breakdown, basically having a mental breakdown.
Yeah, basically that's what Wanda's having. She's having her version of a mental breakdown.
Mental grief, and her version of dealing with grief.
Yeah, her version of dealing with grief and mental breakdown and all that fun stuff.
And then on top of that, going through all these decades and doing this sitcom, which she is so amazing at.
Oh yeah.
And Paul Bentley too is doing really good. But and is really good with the sitcom stuff too.
Yes.
The fun part about this show, not as much now because there's a lot combined with what's actually going on at this point, so it's not as much into the sitcom as much as it was before. But those first 2 episodes, you could tell they were just having so much fun. They were you could tell everybody was just having a ball, having fun, bringing all that stuff back, and I think that's great. And you can tell they're still kind of having a ball with it too, but I mean, whoever is writing and showrunning this show, I mean, they deserve a nomination too, just because it's to create a show like this and make it connect like so well.
Yeah.
To what's going on, and we like to watch John Campea, and he did a neat little thing on, will this show change TV and make them kind of go into connected universes, being and I don't know if that will happen because it's harder to do.
It is harder to do.
And Marvel, that is the one thing that Marvel I don't know if it's Kevin Feige. I don't know if it's somebody on his team. I don't know if they're writers. It's a combination of everybody, most likely. Everybody involved.
I imagine they probably sat down and had some kind of plan.
Yeah.
Hashed a lot of this stuff out.
But to keep it going for as long as they have, it's amazing. And it's very, very hard to duplicate.
Yes, it would be.
And I mean, look at DC. They have tried, and now they've realized what people want.
Yeah.
So and as far as TV, I think it would be too hard to find something to really make it this trend. Yeah. Now, I think there could be a trend of maybe just because it's proved so well. Like I enjoyed watching the first couple black and white episodes.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun. It was like I even said it in the video. I didn't realize I kind of miss black and white.
I know.
It was like And, you can watch, like, Andy Griffith and get black and white, our own movie, our, the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Yeah.
But seeing it in a modern show, a very modern show based on the superhero culture, the Marvel superhero culture like we have now. And it is amazing what Marvel has. I had no idea who Scarlet Witch was before now.
Yeah, I know.
My big thing with superheroes was Batman, my favorite. When a new trailer comes out for that, we will be watching it. Hey, come on. DC, we had an awesome trailer. We've been filming for a while now. Can we get another one? Anyway, the Batman. Anyway, sorry. But, and no hate in the comments for that. You can like DC and Marvel. Thank you. Anyway, but anyway, I just think that it, and I didn't know who Iron Man was.
No,
but the only Marvel superhero I knew was Spider-Man.
Before any of the multiverse,
and I liked the Tobey.
I really wasn't the big Marvel fan at all, to be honest.
And I think I'd heard of Thor as a superhero, maybe, and definitely Spider-Man and X-Men, of course.
Yes, X-Men. X-Men, ironically, was the more Spider-Man and X-Men were the Marvel were the famous Marvel.
But I knew X-Men more from the old cartoon.
Yeah. So
because I liked that show
before Iron Man and the Hulk came along. It was all Spider-Man, X-Men. That's all I knew about Marvel.
And they've created this world, but I do think it could maybe create a trend of maybe trying to bring some of the old sitcom style TV back just for fun.
That'd be cool.
That not even, like as let's make a new sitcom in the old style, but maybe just
have a modern day sitcom, which would be nice.
Have fun. And sitcoms have changed a lot, but I think, it might teach people, it might create a trend of exploring different the old genres again and kind of making them new. Because even though they were, making jokes about tropes from old shows and hinting at old shows, and the commercials are great.
Yes, they're really good.
Whoever thought of that deserves a raise because it's fun.
It's so fun.
But anyway, because even though, like I said, they use the old practical effects and everything to make it look real, it's still fresh and new.
Yeah, it is.
And so, or to make it real as in like it would have looked like back then.
Yeah.
It's like, we could do this again and kind of bring the old style back, but with a modern story, and still use those techniques and different things and throw black and white in here. It probably, and a lot of people are liking the show, so, you might get more in this style, and I think it's fun, just watching different things.
Yeah, I do too. I really like it a lot.
And all the Easter eggs are great. I mean, I was almost a little afraid it was going to be too Easter eggy to the old shows.
Yeah.
But they blend it in so well.
Yeah, they do.
And they don't make that the focus. You're just like, oh, like when the 80s, the intro.
That's how that happened.
Yeah, like when the 80s intro came on, it's just like, growing pains,
exactly.
or when the 60s one came on and it was Bewitched. That's the first thing I said. I don't know if that's still in our video or not because we had to do some heavy editing.
Yes.
To our first two videos.
No, I think it's in there.
But I was like, Bewitched. Oh, that was the first thing I said.
Yep,
it was like, oh my gosh, Bewitched. They're doing the Bewitched theme. And even the little tributes to I Love Lucy theme, even though I'm sure a lot of that is copyrighted like heck, so you could just, you kind of had to think about it. But you knew it. You knew what they were hinting at. Instantly. Yeah, but
But anyway, so yeah, it was a good episode, guys. It was really good.
Yeah, enjoy the show if you're liking it and watching
enjoy it.
I'm ready for a finale.
Me too. We still got 4 more episodes.
Yeah, so I want to see how this is gonna go in
or how far this goes.
Yeah, so, I really hope we get her Scarlet Witch.
Oh yes, that would be cool.
And I'm looking forward to the Halloween episode where she's dressed up as Scarlet Witch. We'll see.
Anyway, tell us what you guys think in the comments, and
like and
subscribe to the channel, guys. Hit that bell icon so you're notified of new videos. And as always, have a good day, guys.
Bye.
We'll see you next time.